It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline bling.
That can only
It can only mean one thing. We are about to launch your Wednesday, and you know what time it is. It's time for the Culinary Hotline bling. Sing, sing, sing! And we have with us this morning Chef Tash Geleva and Chef Jenny Morris, our foodie panel, who are standing by to answer all of your burning foodie questions and culinary conundrums. So all you need to do is give us a call on 021-430-9881. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning.
Great to
And
have
good
you with
morning,
us. How
Daddy.
are you?
I'm good.
Oh, it feels like such a long time since I've been here. But we're ready to take on those questions. Are you ready? Have you prepared your foodie minds?
Well, you know what? We don't know everything, but what we know we'll share, right?
All right, I like that, I like that. So let's take this first question in that came from Sheer Aisha Baitenda, who on Facebook asked us, how do you make the perfect hummus? Now that is a question I like a lot because I love my hummus, especially when you dip fresh carrots in there, cucumbers, celery sticks.
Boy you
Absolutely, have to be healthy
nice
Papa
dip.
Cat.
Oh, Papa Cat indeed.
All right, no problem. Hummus is basically your chickpeas, and I prefer using chickpeas, which I canned.
Yes.
You know the juice that you, the liquid,
That it's, yeah.
the aquafaba. The reason why I love using the tinned ones is that you can use your aquafaba when you are thinning your hummus.
Because it contains all of the flavour of the chickpeas, right?
Yes.
And actually, if you're not using the can, which you can in a can, because there's nothing wrong with using a can, let me tell you. If you're doing them from fresh, I like to soak them and then just take off the husk.
Okay.
Because then you get that creamy, beautiful, smooth hummus. And then always olive oil on top and olive oil inside, because olive oil is good for you.
Oh yes, definitely.
Well, my mind is a little bit boggled because I don't even know. So I know that chickpeas are the main ingredient of hummus, right? But what do you just get a stick blender and go at it, or do you pestle and mortar it? Do you?
You know what? If you're a purist, you would grind it, which they did do in the old days. But there's nothing wrong, there's no shame in sticking in a machine and whipping the hell out of it.
Exactly. Plus, you can use, because you are going to use the sesame paste as well, it's very nice to blend it in so that you create that smooth, creamy consistency. So if you're going to pestle and mortar it, it's going to have that roughness, that rustic feel. So
I love that
more
too,
rustic, then that's the way to go.
Probably makes for a lot tougher cleaning job afterwards, especially if you've got one of those old pestle and mortar so it gets into the crevices. But those are the basic ingredients there. It looks like lemon, chickpeas, garlic, olive oil and salt.
Yes.
But of cumin too also makes it, gives it some depth.
Great stuff. There you go. Try it out at home and let us know how it works out. We had an anonymous caller who said, I love cabbage, but the gas is the problem.
You know, we all have problems with gas. It's natural and it's all human.
And you know what? It's okay.
Of course it's okay.
It is absolutely okay.
Not in public.
It's part of your digestive system.
Yes.
Exactly. And you know what it is? You just said the key word, digestion. It's the sugar and the fibre in the cabbage that does it. Now, what I like to do is, especially if I'm doing a salad, I throw hot water onto the shredded one, and it gets that terrible, can I say, farty smell onto
You can say, that sounds cute when you say it.
Does it?
Yes.
Okay, so you throw away that smelly water. I mean, it kind of does help a little bit. And then it's about digestion. It's going to happen, it's going to go into your body, and you're going to pass wind, whether you like it or not.
Anyway, but when you're going to cook it as well, you can use any citrus or some acid. Because cabbage has got insoluble fiber.
Okay.
So that is what you're trying to break down. So as soon as you do that, the finer you chop it down, the more you defart it.
And it's, exactly. So we are going to de-Sousa this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, but you know what it is also? It's got carbohydrates and it's the sugars.
Yes.
Because the bacteria, it's the bacteria in your bowel.
Does this work the same with beans?
Everything gives you gas, darling.
Everything that gives you gas.
Those foods are very full of fiber. That's why it's very good for your digestion. So when you are defarting, you're sort of taking something away from it.
Tash, you've got to do this every time you say it. Please go.
Okay. Defarting.
Exactly. And it will propel itself out of your body.
So I'm getting a question now. Is it worse? Do you get more of the gas when you have fermented cabbage?
No, fermented is very good for you because already the bacteria has broken down those sugars. You see, it's done half the work for you.
Ah, so it's already
very good for your gut health.
defarted it for you.
Defartinated, yes.
Giant lace. All right. A question here that came in from Halima Bibi Gani said, I want to make calzones. Can I make and freeze them? Firstly, what are calzones?
Well, you go, darling.
Okay, all right. Calzones are like a folded pizza, if you can simplify it like that.
Yes.
So instead of having a flat pizza, you put in all your
fillings?
your fillings, your toppings, but you fold it and you sort of tie it up so that
Yes.
it looks like a pie.
Yes, a big pizza pie. That's amore. Sing it.
That's amore.
And they freeze beautifully.
And you can freeze them and then heat them again for use next time. Frozen scallops. Vanessa said she's got frozen scallops, doesn't know how to cook them. How do you cook frozen scallops?
Well, you know what? These tiny babies, what I would do is, am I going to cook those now for you? Would you
Please
like me
do.
to?
I would
All
love
right.
to see how
All
you do
right.
it. So what do you have in the pan?
Well, I've got a tiny little bit of water. I'm going to steam these. I don't want to cook the life out of them.
Shell side down.
Shell side down, just to get a bit of thing going here.
Yes.
If they were big, fat mouthfuls, I would take the big one and go just like that. The thing is with frozen is you mustn't bring them to room temperature before you cook them because the sex life of bacteria, they're very promiscuous.
Yes.
And when you get to room, they multiply like anything. It's like us when we get hot,
Yes.
you know?
Yes.
So we don't want that happening.
And seafood.
Can we take a
seafood is-
call? Sorry, Tash. I had to quickly exit that because it was going into that.
No, it's the truth.
Yes.
It's the truth.
Bacteria, naughty bacteria.
Yeah.
They need to practice safety. We've got Wendy, I believe. Wendy from Durban. Good morning, Wendy.
Yes. Hi, good morning, Kat. Hi.
Very well. Thank you for calling the Culinary Hotline playing. Ting, ting, ting.
Ting, ting, ting.
What is your culinary conundrum?
Actually, I have a tip that an Indian lady friend of mine gave me regarding cabbage.
Yes.
She says that apparently she steams her cabbage and it stops the farting.
So you steam it first?
Yes. And
Okay.
she says she swears by that it stops the farting.
Okay. But can you, if you're looking to make coleslaw, can you also then steam it before? I don't know. It wouldn't have the
Just like
crunchy.
do a quick little blanch and
Yeah.
then refresh it in ice water.
Okay, so you quickly dip it in hot water, go whoop, and then into the cold water.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful tip. Thank you very much
Yes.
for helping us to defart our cabbage. All right, we're going to leave our lines open. Just like Wendy, you can give us a call on 021-430-9881, and we'll be back again with Jenny and Tash on the Culinary Hotline. Bling!
Ting, ting,
ting!
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline Bling! It can only mean one thing. When you join us at this time of the morning for the Culinary Hotline Bling, ting, ting, ting! We answer all of your culinary conundrums when you give us a call on 021-430-9881. Chef Tash and Jenny Morris join us. So, earlier on we had the frozen scallops. That was one of the questions that came from you as our viewers. So you had them in a pan of boiling water until they turn translucent in color. And now what are you doing, Jenny?
They're not too boiling, just simmering.
Oh,
because
simmering,
This is
okay.
a very gentle shellfish.
You don't want to rush seafood.
You don't want to rush it. This is just some fresh dill. You could use fennel as well, garlic.
Yes?
Same family.
Burnt butter, yeah, same family. And then a lovely splash.
Yeah.
of fresh
So
lemon.
butter and dill.
And dill.
And
Yeah.
dill. Is that a good combination for seafood? Look at
And
you just
garlic.
And garlic. Go crazy.
Fresh.
And
And
I
it's
have a little
rustic.
smell of that. I just
wanna smell my
not the
lemon?
lemon.
Oh, you want to smell my scallop, do you?
You tell me. Oh, that's
Shouldn't smell
lovely.
like anything but a scallop, otherwise it's too late.
Okay, good. We have a call on the line, ladies. Are we ready?
Yes.
Let's take our call, and this is France. Good morning, France, calling us from the Overberg. Welcome to the Culinary Hotline. Playing, you say?
Ting, ting, ting.
Morning.
Morning, France. I was expecting you to say ting, 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 but that's okay. France, what's your question?
We bake rusks, you know,
Yes.
and we dry it out overnight.
Yes.
But we recently bought a new stove, and now when we come here in the morning, sorry,
Yes.
the rusk is wetter than what it used to be when we put it in at night time.
Oh, wow. That's a very good question. So a bit of a technical question, throwing a bit of a curveball, ladies. This new stove, I almost want to ask Frans, what setting do you put it on?
Well, we used to do it at 80 degrees, but now we do it from 80 to 100. We've tried it, but it still doesn't dry out the rusk.
Okay, let's see whether we can figure this out, because I mean, especially when it comes to rusks, Frans, we all do not like soggy bottoms at all.
Get yourself some Omar doll. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way.
But what could be the problem?
Do you know what the thing is? A new stove is like getting a new boyfriend or girlfriend. You've got to get to know each other.
Okay.
You have to get to know your oven.
Yes. And another thing, when drying anything that's baked, make sure that your moisture levels are controlled, because once you have any steam in there, they will not dry out nicely.
Yeah, and it could also be the case where the new stove just is very effective in sealing in the heat in there. And like you say, once the moisture is there, it can't escape.
It can't escape, yeah.
Brilliant. Frans, I wonder where's the old stove now? I'm just thinking maybe you should go back to the old stove when it comes to the rust.
He got rid of it.
Did you? Oh my goodness.
All right. Why would Frans keep that stove?
Well, apparently now it's a new girlfriend, Frans. You've got to try it at different temperatures and see whether maybe opening. I mean, it's probably a sin.
And don't do it at night, Frans. Do it in the day so you can control it.
Yes. Maybe opening the stove every now and then to allow that moisture to come out, bring up the heat again. Whew, rusks are such a labour of love when you make them, but when they come out good. Oh,
but don't you like dunking them?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Dipping it. I love dipping it. All right. A question from Jonathan from Valcom said, how do you make good pancakes? Because his pancakes always flop.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
You can cheat. You can get some Sasco pre-made a mix, or it's about ratios. Sometimes you need to, if it's too dry, you're going to get the stodgy, horrible pancake. Listen, doll. You can do some mixing. I'm just going to stick this egg in here because I have cheated. This is a Sasco mix, which makes my life easier.
Wet, wet.
Yeah, you can just keep going and putting the wet in there. The thing is, it's the ratio of wet to dry if you're making it from scratch.
Okay.
The important thing for me is when you beat it up, let it stand so all those little bubbles collect. So all the starch bubbles are already bursting.
Okay.
Over the top. And you need a well-seasoned pan when cooking it. And the other thing is, why just put the egg straight in when you could actually take the opportunity and whisk that egg up, put the yellow and then put the white separately at the end, because it just gives it this beautiful light lift.
Okay, so when you go with the egg white first and then the egg yolk later.
Exactly.
Oh, wow, okay.
Exactly. Can you flip? Can you toss?
I guess I'm a good tosser in that way, you know, pancake flipper tosser, whatever that designation is called. So wait, you say a well-seasoned pan, meaning a pan that you've used quite a few times to prepare pancakes.
Do you know what? You always have that one that flops when you first put it in.
That's what they say.
Yes. So if you come here, darling,
I shall. Yes.
We're going to do a little. That should be
Here
nice.
it is. Okay, so we've got a bit of butter.
This is almost going to be like a crepe. Okay.
Okay, here we go. It's looking good. The bubbles have settled. Exactly. And do you go, what, 1 spoonful, or are you just going to gauge it with your eyes?
No, we'll just gauge with our eyes.
Is that enough? Oh, wow, I'm nervous now.
So I'm going to show you. This is like a crepey thing. The important thing is to give it an opportunity to catch on the bottom.
Okay.
So swirl, swirl.
Myra from Belito is on the line. Good morning, Myra.
Hi, good morning. How are you people?
Very well. Welcome to the Culinary Hotline playing Ting, Ting, Ting. What's...
Ting, ting.
Yes, love you, Myra. What's your culinary conundrum?
No, I just want to answer a question about Frans has got such a problem about his drying his rust.
Yes.
I had exactly the same.
Uh-huh.
You know your pegs that you're hanging up your washing?
Yes.
In the door.
Stick a peg in the door and let it stay like that so it's dry all through the night so it doesn't get the moisture in the oven.
Myra, you beauty.
Yes, it's like when you do meringue.
Thank you.
That is brilliant.
Yeah.
That's, Frans, I hope that helps you at home. That is beautiful. Thank you so much. We love it.
Do that.
Okay, so now comes the part where I need to flip
he
it.
ruins it, it's him, not us.
I knew there was a catch to this. So this is where your spatula skills come into
just give
test.
it a lift.
All right, so here you go. You give it a lift.
Make a calzone pancake.
It doesn't work like they do on TV. You just blow it and then it's supposed to
made it.
Doesn't work.
Okay, wait. So it's
Let it go a little bit because it's still a little bit
I was
wet
about
on
to
the
say
top.
that it hadn't formed the bubbles on top yet, and that's what you want. In the meantime, I need to ask the next question, and I promise I'm going to toss it before we're done. A quick dessert, talking about a no-bake fridge tart. The tips towards making that very quickly.
We have cream cheese and jelly. So that is all the 2 ingredients that you need. The jelly has got some gelatin in it, so it's going to help our cream cheese set very nicely. So what you need to do is to just play around with your cream so that it's a little bit smooth. And we are just going to incorporate our jelly in there.
There you go.
And we're finished.
And you let it sit for just a few minutes, and there it is. Whip it up. And then at the end, you just add whatever other decorative kind of ingredients you want. Maybe you can add a little peach there too.
You can add some fresh fruits. Today we are going to add our canned fruits, which are peaches.
Go ahead.
All right.
All right, we need to go, unfortunately. I was about to toss the pancake as we go out. Remember that you can catch us on Facebook and leave your questions there for next week's Culinary Hotline Bling. Ting, ting, ting! Flip, come on! No, it's not working.
Okay, we